Hi, this is Francesca from YourStory, and today we are at Simplilearn's office to see what happens behind the scenes of one of India's largest e-learning platforms, which since 2009 has reached 200,000 users worldwide.
Simplilearn was not a full-time venture when I started. It was a blog about project management and how to manage project across different locations. So I started sharing all this my experience through this blog while I exited from my last company, and that blog became very popular. Multiple people from that blog, when they saw a lot of articles on project management, they started asking that, can you also provide help with PMP exam prep? And that's where I started researching more about PMP exam and realized that it's an exam that is very popular globally. A lot of people go and prepare for that exam, and not enough resources are available on the internet. And that's where I prepared about 12 hours of online content and put that content on my blog, and it was completely free. In a matter of about 5 to 6 months, about 3,000 people went through that content, and all these 3,000 people came through a couple of posts here and there on LinkedIn. So that made me really think that this can be a good business in itself. This initial content was prepared by me, and when we started looking at adding more content, that's where we started finding it very challenging, because getting good people to come and prepare content, in fact good instructors to come and create content for us which can be a good content that people across the world will like, that's a challenge. That was a challenge that time also. That's a challenge that we are still trying to solve. Another big challenge that we found is that training used to be a very small time industry. Attracting real good people to come on board and believe that this can be a real big business, and this is something that is waiting to happen.
You'll see in a lot of our rooms, we've got these posters that says, I transform, and it has a tag around it, right? So fundamentally, we believe the reason we come into work every day at Simplilearn is that we transform careers. People come to us to get certified and get ahead in their lives, and that's essentially our tagline, right? And if I have to do it as an individual within operations, within finance, within HR, within admin, within product, within category, I have to keep reminding myself that I'm here to transform something. And that transformation helps transform careers. And that is the essence of the culture that we're driving at Simplilearn.
Primary reason for me to raise venture finance was that I wanted to pass on this message to the market, is that we are a professional company to work on. And look, there is a venture fund also which has invested, and you can be rest assured that they will not invest unless they are also convinced that it's a big business. Currently, a lot of our, or I'll say most of our workplace is based out of Bangalore, and most of our customers are based out of US. So looking at building more near shore presence and doing a lot of collaboration, I'll say a lot of travel between these two countries, so that people get first-hand experience about how our customers think, how do they behave, and how can we adapt more to them. So that's one thing that's definitely on agenda. We are still in the process of hiring a lot of people. We are like upgrading all our teams. So we are hiring a lot of technology professionals, a lot of people in our product team, a lot of people in our operations team, and that's the ongoing process for us.
I think the biggest thing we look for people outside of the skill sets, outside of the competency in the work that they need to do, is their entrepreneurial attitude. A lot of what we do at Simplilearn, because one, we're a young startup, we're entrepreneurial in nature, we do things with a lot of ambiguity in what needs to be achieved. People who succeed are people who are comfortable with that ambiguity, and we found entrepreneurs or people who think entrepreneurially are able to do it better.
I think in the last 8 months, there's one thing that stands out very clearly in this organization is the entrepreneurial culture that exists. Everyone is thinking like an entrepreneur. Everyone is thinking how can they do better, how can they scale campaigns, how can they become better at what they're doing, and everyone's motivated for that.
As a product manager, when I moved in, I was able to take 3-4 domains at one point of time. I helped digital marketing, I helped in analytics, I worked on the internal tools. I had previous work experience in some other startups, but what makes the difference here is that I have much larger visibility compared to any other company.
The amount of action that we are seeing, no 2 days are exactly the same, right? So that is pretty different, as in must be the case with a lot of startups, but at the size that we are, we have continued to do that.
I think it's a very young company, and for a company that young, it has done remarkably well. And the management has made a lot of effort into putting a lot of things in place, which clearly shows in the various functions that are set up here.
The flags that you'll see there will basically be with respect to the kind of geographies that they manage. So the Canada team will have a huge Canada flag. The US team will have a competition with the India team, and like that it goes on.
We do a lot of pranks here. People sometimes they don't disclose that it's their birthday, and suddenly we will have a cake cutting ceremony, and sometimes we go out, we won't inform that okay we are going out, and in evening we will have a plan.
It's great to see that every festivals and occasions we are doing some engagement, something fun for all employees that sort of bonds us together, whether it's a party, whether it is the team outing. So there's a lot of group engagement that happens.
We had a hackathon last fortnight, we had Holi celebrations, we played cricket last weekend, and we're looking forward to our annual day next month. So it's quite a few things, right?
The best reason why Simplilearn is a good place that there is a lot of creative freedom for everyone to try whatever they want to try. Maybe we are the only company who is best out of India, but our major market is outside India, and major market is not really corporate market. The major market is consumer market. So maybe we are one of the, I'll say the first company. I was just talking to somebody and he also confirmed that maybe you are the only company who is selling intellectual property being in India to the global audience.
Dude, I've got this crazy awesome idea, man. $1 billion, bro. This is the best cheese ever, bro. Better than the internet, bro. VCs are like all over me. They keep asking me, tell us your idea, tell us your idea.
And bullshit, they are worried, यार. उनको तो celebrate करना चाहिए. उनको तो time पर salary मिल जाती है. दिन में सिर्फ एक टाइम खाना खाता हूँ, वो भी मैगी. Seriously यार, आजकल तो जब भी वो लोग मुंह खोलते हैं डर लगता है कौन सी नई आफत आ गई.